I got here right on time, chat. Specifically when I intended to be here. What you know about being on time, chat? Yeah, you ever just like have those days when your legs just look like shit and there's like nothing you can do about it and you're just like, God damn it. Like every day, man. Need to get like a tan for my legs or some shit. I don't know, chat. Hello, everybody. Kind of like, there we go. I don't know how well. Okay, this looks kind of like shit. Why? It looks like a tank top. This dress is not good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know this is like a prop from one of the shows, but this dress is not it. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. This dress is not it. I like the USA, but like the other USA dress is way cuter. This one is just like, I don't know, man. It's just not good. Not good. Can I zoom out? Can. There you go. That's better. That's just a little bit better. Fit check. God damn it! I just sat down. Fit checks, man. It's always such a hassle. I just sit down and then it's off. Fit check. So I need to get this chair out of here. I don't know what this chair is. Feel like I had to like hair tie the dress back so it actually fits sort of nice. I think it kind of looks cute like that, but like it looks so, it's way too loose when I don't have that. I'm in the US and A. That's why I wore it, just for Disco. Just so Disco could feel included. There you go. Hell yeah! Dude, this fucking dress is trying. It is trying to ride up, and I'm like, not having it. Not having it today. Spin too fast to get exposed some cheek a little bit. I gotta be careful. Don't worry, chat. I'll be careful. Man, I hate these sleeves though. This is not my dress, dude. This is not my favorite dress. To be honest with you, I'm not jiving with it. No, I'm not even gonna. If someone redeems spin right now, I'm not gonna do it for like 10 minutes. I don't want to get up again, man. Should know chat will redeem fit check the moment you be on stream. You should know by now. It's not even true. Sometimes it takes chat like 30 minutes. Sometimes it's not like always. It just depends. Dude, this fucking skirt. Oh my god. My god. Perfect length. I love it. It fits better, like, here. It fits better around my waist because I have it I have it hair tied together, dude. It doesn't work very well if I don't do that. It's like, it doesn't fit. Like, I gotta, come on, dude, just, there we go. Come on, just. That's good enough, chat. It's good enough. Legs are distracting. Eyes. I'm trying, but this fucking shit is trying to fuck me over here. And my dress is trying to sabotage me. I'm not happy about it, chat. I'm not happy about it. Looks like you're wearing a sack. A little bit. Like, if I take the hair tie off, it really does just look like a potato sack. It doesn't fit to my body at all. Unless I have the hair tie. I do feel kind of American, though, with the tank top look. I look like I'm ready to beat my wife. I'm ready to beat my wife, Deborah. Deborah, you burnt dinner again, I swear to God. We're at a bear again, and you burnt dinner, you fucking bitch. Goddamn Deborah. Internet seems better. I figured it would be. It looks like it's doing better. It's just that it's like yesterday was just a bad day for the internet, I guess. Give me a bear. I don't even have any bear. Dude, I want some Dos Equis. I could go for some Dos Equis right now. Bring me that fucking Mexican bear, you whore. Sure, sometimes you're wearing pajamas, why would... I just like had a stroke trying to read that. It's not even, you didn't even spell it wrong. I just had a stroke for no reason. To be fair, Astra, sometimes you wear pajamas, why would you redeem fit check? I don't know, sometimes the pajama fits are pretty cute. I think yesterday's pajama fit was cuter than today's dress fit. I'm being honest with you, chat. I am being honest. Actually, hold on one second, chat. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Like close to the side. There we go. I prefer your toned legs. My legs toned? I don't know if my legs are... I don't know if I describe my legs as being toned, per se. Alright, that works a lot better. I'm way less worried now. Alright. Astra's S tier? I like the... This is definitely not as good as the last America fit. This dress came with another America dress, which is so cute. I'm gonna wear it again one of these days, because it's so fucking cute. This one, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't fit me quite as well. It's like, maybe a little bit too big. It definitely needs like a belt or something to like cinch it to my waist, or else it just looks like I'm wearing a sack. It's not ideal, you know, but I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Change? Yeah, but then I have to go and like find that other dress. I could change if you want, chat. I could change. Since she's riding a motorcycle, they are a bit more toned. I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they are. I think my legs have changed at all since I started riding a motorcycle. Change it to PJs again? I wanna get up, chat. You know when you wake up, like, just so tired for no reason? Dude, I woke up this morning, and, like, the same thing as yesterday. You're, like, 123 pounds. Extra. Oh, dude. I was literally, like, before this stream started, I, like, wasn't wearing clothes, and I turned on the camera just to make sure the lighting and everything was okay. And I was just like, damn, I could lose a couple pounds. I might go on a diet, chat. 123 pounds, Thickstra. I don't like Thickstra arc. I'm going back. Let's see, you need some pom-pom to shake with that dress? Maybe. Can I get a Y? Can I get an S? Can I get a K? You better not? What do you mean I better not? I don't know, man. I don't like the chubby stra. I don't like chubby stra. Really, the problem is, though, it's just Mountain Dew. I drink way too much Mountain Dew, and it's like a problem. And if I cut down on Mountain Dew, I will lose weight. Probably like 50% of my calories comes from Mountain Dew, and that's a problem. It's a problem, chap. I need to fix that. I need to fix that, like... In fact, let me drink this water. Problem is, I just don't like other drinks other than Mountain Dew. I just don't like. I don't like to drink things that are. I don't like water. You know what? If it wasn't for the fact that I hate water, it would be so much easier. But I hate water. I fucking hate water. Water is such a nothing burger disappointment of a fluid. It's so garbage, dude. It's like, oh, I would like to taste nothing. I want a drink with nothing. It's like, I just hate it, dude. I fucking hate it. And it's like, usually the plastic waters taste like shit because they've been sitting in a plastic bottle for months. Like, microplastics. I noticed that the Mountain Dew is way different here. There's slightly more sugar and way stronger citrus flavor. That's what I like, is the citrus flavor. What did you think about it, Disco? What did you think? Did you try it just cause of me? Did I sell a Mountain Dew can? What did you think of it? I drink water with Mio in it and a little tonic water on top. That might be decent. I might try that. But like those like shake up like water stuff, they just never taste that good to me. They never hit that spot. You know what I mean? They never give me like what I really want. Thank you, Ildu, for the follow. Thank you so much. On Cuddles keyboard. If you're not chubby, you may get horny and catch a chubby, but you're definitely not chubby. You may get horny and catch a chubby. I was very confused by that sentence for a second. Not chubby? Oh, well, thank you, Cuddle Bear. Caps lock. Fuck. Why is there 2 shifts on this keyboard? 2 shifts? 4 shifts? A giant caps lock? 2 spaces? What are these 2 buttons on the side? Because they aren't alt. What even is this keyboard that I'm looking at right now? Why is the caps lock so fucking big? Okay, well. Okay. No, the shifts for the other shifts. Webcam is covering the most important key. It is? Oh shit. I love it. The UK Mountain Dew just tastes like sugary water. See? Now you understand. Now you understand why I can't stop drinking this shit. It's too good, dude. Too good. You understand now. You understand my plight. Now go from that to fucking generic water. Ugh. I like it, chap. I need to just start, like, making my own shit, honestly. And, like, all of, like, the powdered lemonades or, like, the Mio lemonade, it all tastes like garbage, dude. It tastes like fucking shit. And Liquid Death, I have. It's not good. I mean, it's okay, but it's not, like, it's not gonna replace Mountain Dew. I now understand. I still drink UK Mountain Dew generally. Tap water tastes worse in Florida, though. Yeah, you shouldn't drink tap water. Are you actually in Florida? Are you in the greatest state in the union? But yeah, no, you shouldn't drink tap water here. I don't know how things go in England, but don't drink the tap water in the US. That's just a general rule of thumb. Don't drink the tap water. Yes? Oh, what part of Florida are you in? You have 2 big perfect handfuls. Switch to natural orange juice. You're in Florida for God's sake. The problem with orange juice is that it's so acidic. It's like, obviously this is acidic because it's got orange juice in it, but it's got much less orange juice in it, but slightly, like, less acidic. If I just drink orange juice straight, it's just so acidic. I remember one time, you guys remember Technoblade, that, like, Minecraft YouTuber? I remember one time, like, a decade ago, I was watching, like, Technoblade on YouTube, like, the Bed Wars, and I was just drinking, like, an entire thing of High C, and I threw it up, and it was so acidic coming back up, that I just, like, that was fucked. I don't want to, like, drink so much orange juice that I throw up, because it's gonna ruin orange juice for me. Daytona at the moment? Oh, fuck, dude. Hell yeah. You're, like, not that far away from me, Disco. Do an Astra meetup? Probably won't happen. Not unless Disco comes more central. Ever seen Technoblade, but Rip Legend? I know, right? Disco, what do you think of Florida so far? What do you think of Florida? You go meet up at Buc-ee's? Yeah, there's a Daytona. There's a Buc-ee's in Daytona, isn't there? Daytona is like an hour and a half, 2 hours for me, so it's not like that close. Drink a lot of water and Suntory canned coffee and Monster Energy drinks, and I'm fine. Yeah, but like I don't know. Water's just boring. It's healthy but boring. Where do you begin? Somewhere. What is your thoughts? What is your what is your British mind comprehend when coming to the greatest state? The swamp. Spring break is here? It is here. Didn't they mention Technoblade in a Minecraft movie? They might have. I don't remember. I didn't pay that much attention to the Minecraft movie. The only way to watch the Minecraft movie is high as shit. Otherwise, it's just not as good. My mom just went to Buc-ee's yesterday and said it was the busiest one she's been to. Buc-ee's is always popping, dude. Always popping. People go crazy for Buc-ee's. To be fair, I like Buc-ee's too. I have a little Buc-ee's stall somewhere around here. Do the ghetto thing and buy a half-gallon of orange juice and pour it into a gallon jug and add water. That's disgusting, though. It just tastes like watered-down orange juice. I don't want watered-down orange juice. That is nasty, dude. It's actually nasty. I just want something I can sip on that doesn't taste like plastic. Taste like that taste. The same as that. If I lick the outside of this, it tastes the exact same as the content inside of it. Just tastes like fucking plastic. Love me some Buc-ee's. Got an F rating with the BBB recently somehow. Wait, what? Got an F rating? Driving is fun in a different way. What do you mean driving is fun in a different way? Can you elaborate? I love the variety in supermarkets. Have you been to Walmart? What do you think of Walmart? There is a lot of variety in supermarkets, though. You got a lot of shit. I feel like the international section at a Walmart will blow any, like, British person out of the water. They won't even know. We're drinking watered down orange juice. No, I'm not. This is orange juiced down citrus drink. That's what that is. Publix is great. I've never been to a Buc-ee's that was dirty or nasty in any way. Not sure how they got an F. Really? Orange juice mixed with Greek yogurt tastes like Orange Julius. Greek yogurt, not my favorite. There's so many calories. It's very fatty. It's very good for you, but Publix is good, but fucking expensive. I rarely ever shop at Publix. They just opened a Walmart near me, and so it's like I just go to Walmart. There were moments in Walmart where I was like, wow, they don't sell them like that in the UK. Did you see that prime Florida wildlife while visiting the local Walmart? That prime Florida wildlife? Yeah, the UK doesn't have anything on a proper Walmart, dude. Imagine if they put, like, a proper Walmart in the middle of, like, London. I think it would break England. I think it would break them. You guys wouldn't know what to do with it. That probably won't be here for long. Alright, well, I'm glad you showed up, Disco. Look at a BOGO sale list before even thinking of going to Publix. That's fair. If I ever go to Publix, it's because they have something specific that I want, or I'm just right there. Like, if I just need something small and I'm right next to a Publix, I'm not gonna go drive 10 minutes to a Walmart just to get, like, a Fanta. But at the same time, I genuinely rarely ever go to Publix. Dude, everyone's always like, you gotta get the pub sub, bro, get the pub sub. And it's, you know, I'd rather have Subway. And that might be just a me thing, because, like, I'm sure pub subs are quality sub sandwiches. But when I want a sub sandwich, I want that classic Subway fake bread taste, and I can't get that at Publix. I remember every time I think of their deli, because their deli is Boar's Head, right? I remember there was a thing that came out, is that one of the Boar's Heads in Publix had, like, a dysentery outbreak, or some bullshit like that. And it's like, now every time I think of Boar's Head, I'm just kind of like, ew. Which just sucks, because Boar's Head is supposed to be really good, but, like, now I don't know if I trust it. I just got 6-pack of orange Fanta. Hell yeah. Wait, did you get the Mexican kind or the normal kind? Because the glass bottles, if you get Fanta from the glass bottles, just go, if you're still here and you're, like, if you're near a Publix, get the Get the Fanta that's in the glass bottle. It's so good. Thank you, Hellbent, for the 27 months. Looking very patriotic. I know, right? Every meat producer has that from time to time. Yeah, but like, it's still gross. First Head is the best meat products I've ever had. I don't know, man. That's just kind of... I can't not think of that. Plus, it's just deli meats. And I'm just not a big deli fan. I guess that's my problems. I'm just really not a big fan of deli meats in general. Like, I can get into it, but generally, I'm not a huge fan of cold meat. Like, unless it's on the Subway sandwich, if a meat is cold, I'm much less likely to want to eat it. I like hot things, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to eat a sandwich with, like, cold meat, you know? Horse Head is the only roast beef worth buying. So Walmart owns a chain of stores in the UK called ASDA. That's not, like, a proper Walmart. I'm talking about, like, what if you put a Walmart in the middle of, like, England? It would just break them, I think. I feel like if America wanted to, like, go to war with England, all we'd have to do is build a Walmart in London, and they would lose their mind. They would lose their fucking mind. Thank you, Taco, for getting this up to Rainfall. And thank you, Taco, for getting this up to Pool Boy. Thank you so much, Taco. Tastes better in the glass bottle? Yes, it does. It does. The Mexican Fanta, the Mexican soda Fanta, actually tastes so much better. Weird Isle in the Lidl is wild. The what? Weird Isle in the Liddy? Thanks so much for the gift. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know when this helmet's gonna get here. It's probably gonna have BM in it before it gets here, but man, am I excited. It's supposed to get here, like, April 6th or April 20th, so it's not gonna get... It might get here sometime next month. Right? Like, it might get here sometime before May. But man, am I excited about it. I'm so excited. So fucking excited about it. So hyped. Motherfucker's testing me. I want to drink soda so fucking bad. It's been 8 years and I'm not breaking my soda sobriety. You shouldn't. You actually shouldn't. Soda's just terrible for you. What helmet? I missed the last stream? Oh. Hold on. I shall show you, Hellbent. As soon as I change my address on here so I don't dox myself, even though I've already done that like 100 times before. Anyway, look at this helmet, chat. Look at this helmet. Oh my god. I have no idea what to expect, right? Because on the back, I need to, like, make sure this actually shows up. Because on the... Oh, shit. Thank you, Rainfall, for the... Wait a minute. I can't read it because the fucking hype train is in the way. God damn it. Thank you, Rainfall, for getting this up to, just S up. Thank you so much. Thank you for getting this up. Anyway. Look at this fucking helmet. How cool this is, dude. The problem is I don't know if the picture that's in this, like, picture is what I'm getting. It looks like it is, right? Like, all of the pictures are of this helmet. And if I get this helmet, I will be floored. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chad. If I actually get the helmet and it looks exactly like this, I will be floored. Who the fuck is gifting subs? Thank you so much, Taco, for gifting subs to Doge Doodles. The notification is going wild, bro. Very cool. That cosplay would go hard with that. Here, I'll show you. I have added some stuff to my wish list, chat. Let me show you guys what I added to my wish list. But basically, this helmet, I will be pretty surprised if I get this exact helmet, because it clearly says on the back of this helmet Nitronos. And I don't know if you've ever, like, seen those helmets, but if you go to Nitronos' their website, first of all, they don't even sell this helmet anymore, but it's like a $700 helmet. So I don't know if this for $160 is going to be the right one. I got medium, 50 to 52 centimeters, that I hope is small enough. I have a pretty small head, so I'm hoping that it's small enough. But dude, it's literally like... I don't even care if it's like as safe. I just care if it looks cool because I just really want it for crossplay. Like I probably will wear it, to be honest with you, as like on the bike. But I'm really excited. I just if it shows up and it's an actual Nitronos helmet, I'm gonna be so floored. I'm gonna be so fucking floored because this is it. Like this is what the Nitronos helmet looks like. But I just don't. How? I mean, maybe it's like a Chinese company that like fucking like bought the rights to it or just copied the Nitronos helmet and it's just like copy of it. I don't know, but we were gonna find out. Thank you Taco for gifting a sub to Jim the Dragonator. There's so many gifted subs. Holy shit! Thank you so much. Level 2 hype trade. Anyway, chat. I'm really so long as it looks. Throw a few beanies under the helmet. I could do that. So long as it looks pretty close, I'll be happy. But I'm just excited. If it shows up and it looks exactly like this, I will be fucking just elated. I will be elated, chat. I will be absolutely elated. It looks so cool. But if I get that, chat, then I have to buy something like this. I don't know which one I would get, but I would have to get this. I just would have to. Like, if this helmet is really that good, I have to get a cat suit for it. Like, I just have to. Like, it's a necessary thing. Is that another gifted sub? Some companies will mark their BS to funnel people into other listings. Chinese company who bought the rights. Yeah, well, okay, they didn't probably buy the rights. Here's the thing, though. Nitronos is a Russian company. And so I have no idea if that Russian company is like makes good product. I don't even know, chat. It's DOT certified, it says. And if it doesn't show up, I guess I can like you know, file a complaint or have it returned or something like that, you know what I mean? Like I can probably get my money back if it gets here and it's like a scam or some shit. So I'm not like super worried about it. But man, I hope it really shows up and it's really that good, because fuck, dude, I'm so excited. I want it so bad, chat. I'm like, I really hope it gets here and that it just works and that it's just like comfortable and that it works, because I will wear the fuck out of that helmet, dude. You can buy those DOT cert stickers. This is true. They're Russian and you're trying to order on their site and it's 700. Well, here, here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Nitronos. I love it when I like Google something and it takes literally like 30 seconds for it to load. Helmets. There we go. This is their website, right? And they don't even have that many helmets for sale. Like, they have a couple of really cool helmets. Like, I like this helmet. They have a couple of really neat helmets. This one's kind of cool, but... This is the helmet, right? This is the cat ear helmet, the same one. You can tell that they're like, it looks the same. Actually, no, it doesn't look the same, does it? It doesn't look the same. Would you look at that? It's similar, but it's not actually the same. Either way, like, look at, here's the white one, the base white one, $700. $700 fucking dollars for this helmet is how much it would cost to buy this helmet from their website. I guess it is different though. They do look slightly different, so I don't know. Maybe it is like, if you look at like this helmet and then you compare it to like the Amazon one, the Amazon one has these little things here and it's slightly different. So maybe this is just the new model. Maybe they made a whole bunch of them, and then they sold their excess stock to a Chinese company that's now selling them for dirt cheap. I don't know. I don't know. So what you're saying is you're low-key scamizing them? Maybe. I don't fucking know. Maybe because of this expensive because of the sanctions? Well, no, I checked it before. Like, this, I've been looking... Dude, I've known about this company for a while. I've known about this company for a minute. Because I've wanted their helmets for a minute. So, but I don't know. We'll have to see if it's like good or not. I do like these ones. So look at that. I like the ones with The airplane ears. This one actually looks like it would probably be a lot better for aerodynamics. Like, I feel like this would not be a bad, like, deal, but... Because that is, like, the biggest problem with, like, wearing this helmet, like, just in general, is it's probably... If you're going on the highway, it's going to be really, like... It's going to catch the wind really bad. The one thing is that my, fairing has a really tall windshield, so it probably won't matter. For my specific setup. Because I'm going to have a huge-ass windshield. So... Either a knockoff or an older model. But as long as it looks close, I'm not gonna complain. I literally won't even care. As long as it's, like, looks good. It doesn't even need to be, like, quality. It just needs to look good for pictures. So I can buy a cat suit and pose. I will probably, like, wear it while, like, at least of once, you know? Choo choo. Oh my god. The hype train, dude. We got so many gifted subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see how it works, but... I know, chat, I've gotta get my everything else done first. So thank you, Savvy Pair, for donating so I could get the helmet. The camcorder emote? Damn. Fuck. Motherfuck. Chat, we have a couple things I need. I think these are the two big ones still. It's just the tires. I feel like these tires are going to be pretty good. Like, these ones will work. And then I need these handlebars, which are going to end up being $230. It's probably going to be like $250 after shipping to buy these handlebars. Unless I get it in, like, raw steel. But that's kind of lame. It really gets you on the fucking random bullshit. I guess I don't need the knurling, but I kind of want the knurling. So I gotta get that, I gotta get the tires, I gotta get everything else, chat. We're getting there, we're getting close, chat. We're getting really fucking close. Also, I have no idea if the gauges I bought are gonna work. If the gauges don't work, then I'm gonna have to buy like a $200 adapter, and I'm not looking forward to that. Like, legitimately, if the gauges I bought are, like, not the right gauges, then I'm gonna have to buy, like, a ratio adapter, and it's gonna be so expensive. She's gonna burn rubber with those tires. Is the gauge so I can look into them? Trust me, you won't be able to look into them. I know you won't be able to, because I literally, chat, I got into an argument with Grok the other day. Like, literally yesterday, I was talking about fucking... I was literally talking to, like, 3 AIs. I was talking to Gemini, I was talking to ChatGPT, and I was talking to fucking Grok, all at the same time, trying to figure out if this will work or not, and I don't know. These are the gauges, right, chat? These are the gauges for my bike. Or not my bike, these are the gauges that I bought. So let me actually pull this up as well. Hold on. CM400 gauges. So if I scroll down here, here we go. So here are gauges for a 1981 Honda CM400. So these are exactly right for my bike. These are exactly the same gauges that I have on my bike. Basically, it would look pretty much stock if I put these gauges on, right? But they're $150. So I bought these gauges, which look, I mean, chat, they look very similar. The mounting bracket is slightly different, but like the gauge, like the dash part is clearly the same. The gauges look very similar. They do, like, the back side of the gauges look slightly different, and that's it. But here's the thing. If you ask Grok, if you ask an AI what the drive ratio of the tachometer is on the CM400, you will get wildly different answers depending on the AI you ask. I asked fucking Gemini, and Gemini was confident that the speedometer or the tachometer on my bike is a 1-to-4 ratio tach, which is great, because if that's true, that's what I bought. The gauges I just bought, I know, are 4-to-1 gear ratios. So, like, if my bike is running, like, with a 4-to-1 ratio for the tach cable, then it will work perfectly fine. But then, there's also a lot of people who say that the gear ratio for the TAC is actually 7-to-1. But I don't know. Like, there's a lot of evidence to say that it might be 7-to-1, and there's also a lot of evidence to say that it probably won't be 7-to-1. So literally, I was having a fucking conversation with all these AIs, and Gemini was like, no, 100% it's 4-to-1. 100%. Absolutely. And then I asked Grok, and Grok was like, 100% it's 7-to-1. There's no way. There's no fucking way. And I had to literally just, like, rack my brain for, like, 4 hours last night argue. I made Grok give up. I made Grok give up, dude. I literally made him give up. I backed him into a logic corner, and he gave the fuck up. Alright, let me cook. It's so fucking bad, dude. But here's the problem, right? It's like, I have no idea. It might not. There are like 3 things that are gonna happen if I plug the new gauges into my bike. It's either A, gonna work perfectly and exactly right, just because they're both 4-to-1 gauges. That might be the case. Or maybe my bike is actually set up for a 7-to-1 gauge, and in which case, when I put the new gauges on my bike, basically it will read like 3,000 RPM too low. That's basically what will happen. And if it goes the other way, then it will read 3,000 RPM too high. But that would probably not happen unless I put a 7-to-1 gauge on a 4-to-1 bike. You know what I mean? It's really complicated. Your helmet is working today. Your internet is working today? It is working today, thank you. I don't know why I read that as helmet. Thank you, helmet, it is working. Fit check? I'll do a fit check in a second. So what I got right now says the speedo should potentially match the RPM, but TAC won't. That's okay, but who did you ask? What AI did you ask? And why does it say the TAC won't? Why have we come to this conclusion? What exactly is the logic behind this conclusion? Because if you ask AI what the gear ratio is for the 1981 CM400 tachometer, it will pull from HondaTwins.net and a bunch of posts that they made on that website. And there's a bunch of people on that website quoting this one thread on that fucking website where one guy had a compiled list of a bunch of old motorcycles and their tach drive ratios. And on the CM400, it lists, this random list lists the CM400 as being a 7-to-1 gear ratio. But there's no way to verify that. Like, the link to that list originally came from is dead. I have no idea who compiled that list and if they just fucked it up. They might have just didn't know, because Honda never released the data for this. Like, they never specifically released the numbers, so we don't actually know. We know for like the CB750K that it's a 4-to-1 gear ratio, but we don't know for the CM400. And so there's no way to verify that that guy's post was real. And so there's a bunch of other people on HondaTwins.net who are just like, yeah, the gauge is 7-to-1. It just is. It just is. And then but here's the thing, chat. There are other people on Honda Twins that bought 7-to-1 gauges for their CM400 and complained that it was too high. Like, there's several different people who literally said, are we sure that it's 7-to-1? When I put my 7-to-1 gauge on it, it read like 3,000 RPM too high. Which, chat, is exactly what would happen if you put a 7-to-1 gauge on a 4-to-1 bike. So I don't know. We don't know, chat. And literally, Grok was telling me that the tach drive cable runs at an overdrive compared to the engine RPM. So if it's 7, if that's true, and that the ratio is 7-to-1 in an overdrive, that means that the engine is spinning the tachometer cable 7 times per engine rotation. The 1 RPM means 7 RPMs of the tach cable. And so the red line for the Honda CM400 is like 9,000 RPM. And so if you're at red line, 9,000 RPM, if in a 7-to-1 overdrive gear ratio for the tach cable is going to be spinning at 68,000 RPM. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Tach drive ratio for Honda CM400 is typically 2-to-1, while Honda CB750 is... Where the fuck did you get 2-to-1? Where did you find 2-to-1? That's even less. Here's the thing, chat. Here's the deal. I did actually, like, record something to try to figure this out. I actually took the drive off of my tack cable and I spun the crankshaft. I don't know if I'll be able to upload this. Also don't know if I'll be able to tell. This could be really hard to tell if this is like... Here, I'll try to upload this to the Discord and see if we can find this out, chat. From DuckDuckGo AI? Yeah, but DuckDuckGo AI is just aggregating results from HondaTwins.net, and HondaTwins.net obviously doesn't know. Press it on it. Ask it why it thinks that. Why does the AI think that it's 2 to 1? Which, by the way, no other AI has ever told me that it's 2 to 1. It's literally the first time I've heard that it's like a 2 to 1 ratio, which I don't think it is. It doesn't make any sense for them to do a 2 to 1 ratio. I think I can send this, and I'll watch that, and I'll watch that. Tack drive ratio different in the CM400 and the CB7 question was the question I asked. And it might be, but it doesn't here. Let me ask Grok. What is the tack drive, the tack cable, oh I know, tack gear ratio on a 1981 Honda CM400? And it's gonna say 7 to 1, but it doesn't know. I don't know if that's right. It might be right though. So, for Honda CM400 models, the tachometer such as the CM400 Custom 400T, the ratio is consistently reported as 1 to 7, or 1 to 7, meaning 7 revolutions of the tack cable for 1 revolution of the crank engine point. Okay, but if that's true, that means that the tack cable is driven in overdrive compared to the engine RPM. Since the engine RPM, the engine red line for the CM400 is near 9,000 RPM. If you red line the bike, that means the tack cable is spinning at around 68,000 RPM, which is really high. Are you sure that's the right ratio? Why is 2 to 1 on CM400? The answer: 2 to 1 configuration on Honda CM400 refers to this exhaust system design where 2 exhaust pipes merge into 1. That's not even, that has nothing to do with the tack gauge. The exhaust has nothing, I don't know what you asked it, but that is not even remotely correct. The tack gauge ratio has absolutely nothing to do with the exhaust. Yes, the tack drive ratio on the 1981 Honda CM400 manual transmission, the CM400, is indeed 1 to 7, 1 engine revolution per tack cable revolution. This means the cable spins 7 times faster than the engine RPM, and it's an overdrive setup, exactly as you described. This is consistently confirmed across Honda Twins .net restoration threads and aftermarket parts lists. CM400's red line is typically marked at 10,000 RPM on the stock tack peak horsepower, and from at 10,000 RPM, the tack cable would spin at 70,000 RPM. I don't think that's right. I genuinely don't think that's right. And you know what's crazy about this, chat? You know what's crazy about this whole fucking thing? This is what Grok is saying. Let's go to fucking ChatGPT, shall we? ChatGPT, what is the gear ratio, the tack gear ratio, on a 1980 Honda CM400? See. We know the CM400 uses a mechanical cable-driven tachometer. Honda service literature for the CM400 typically does not state the tack ratio explicitly. Mechanics and owners working with the closely related CM400 and CB400 twins, a 7 ratio is too high, reads way over actual RPM, and a 1:4 ratio is commonly suspected and used. So ChatGPT seems to think it's 4:1. Does 1 to 4 refer to 1 engine RPM per 4 cable rotations, or vice versa? One cable rotation for every 4 engine rotations. So the tack cable drive works in reduction. Exactly. Literally 2 different fucking answers. 2 completely opposite answers. You ask Grok, Grok will tell you one thing that's completely the opposite. Literally, Grok is telling me that the tack drive cable is running at an overdrive. 1 engine revolution per 7 revolutions of the tack cable. Meanwhile, ChatGPT says the exact opposite, saying that it runs at a reduction. At 1 fucking cable rotation equals 4 engine rotations, which makes sense, right? Like, why would you think a flexible cable, is designed to spin at 70,000 RPM? Are we serious, Grok? I literally did this for like 4 hours, going between ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok, and ChatGPT and Gemini seem to both think that it's 4:1, but Grok is dead set on the fact that it's an overdrive 7:1 ratio. It makes no sense, and I have no idea what the reality is. I actually don't fucking know. Like, it might be 7:1. I have literally no fucking idea. Let's see if this is uploaded to the Discord chat. Let's see if I can find this. Let's see if we can find out together, chat. Wouldn't trust anything in Elon's hands? I don't know, because both of them are just aggregates of the internet, so it doesn't really... You don't really know. It's really hard to know, like, what specifically is... Alright, hold on, let me see. Did this upload? Did not upload yet. Motherfucker. It's still uploading. It's almost done. But once it uploads, we'll try to figure this out. I might need to, like, tape it, though, to get a better reading. I didn't have any tape, so I didn't do that. See, Shoto, you know what's funny about this? That link that you linked, I bet you large sums of money I already read this. Already read this exact forum post. I did. This literally, I've watched this, I've read this exact forum post like several times. Literally in this forum post, this guy is complaining that he used a 7:1 ratio for his Honda CM400 and that it read way too high. And that he thinks that maybe a 4:1 ratio would literally work better. Which would make sense if that's true. That literally would make sense. But we have no way of knowing. When you ask Grok about this post, because Grok read this post too. Grok knows this post. But when you ask Grok about this post, Grok will say that it's likely a manufacturing defect on this guy's gauge and that it is 100% 7:1, and he knows that because aftermarket options for the Honda CM400 tachometer are in 7:1 key ratio. But what's crazy is that there are aftermarket, specifically for Honda CM400 aftermarket gauges that are in 4:1 ratio. There's no way. I have no idea. None. Does Honda form is saying a 4:5 or a 1:5? 4:1 or 1:4? 1:5. It's the same thing. It's the same ratio. It's almost guarantee you it's not 1:5. I almost guarantee you that. If it's not 7:1, it's almost 100% 4:1. Because Honda really didn't, Honda likes to make one part for every like bike, and they just like to use that same part for multiple bikes. That's part of the reason why I think it might be a 4-to-1 gauge. Is because why would Honda make a gauge that's 4-to-1 for one specific bike that shares like a ton of parts, and then for a completely different bike they're gonna take most of those parts but change the tack ratio for some reason? There's just no reason to do that. Like, there's just no reason why they would do that. Why specifically would they use a different tack ratio for the CM400? I don't know why. 7-to-1 sounds crazy, especially for a 400. I mean, it's not necessarily crazy. It's possible. I mean, if you think about it, if you have 7-to-1 ratio of the cable drive, right? Like, remember, the cables are like, basically the cable is just a long, flexible spring cable, and it spins inside that cable. And anytime you have like a cable spinning in a flexible tube, there's going to be a lot of friction. And so when there's a lot of friction, you don't necessarily want that cable running at 10,000 RPM. That was your engine RPM. Like, if you're running your engine at 10,000 RPM, you don't really want this flexible cable spinning at 10,000 RPM. Which is why it makes sense to reduce the gear ratio of the cable by like 7 times, so that when you're at 7,000 RPM, you're only running about 1,000 RPM on the cable. That sounds way more doable. Grok seems to think it's the exact opposite, and that it runs in an overdrive for some unknown reason. I have no idea. Chat, I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued to know what the answer is. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. It could be 7-to-1, chat. I could plug it in and it might not work. But I could plug it in and it might just work. I have no fucking clue. I keep going back and forth. I have no idea. No idea. Okay, hey chat, here. 1 second. Can I open this and... Alright, that's fine. Chat, let's try to... Let me try to do this, right? Let me try to figure this out. Can you guys watch this with me? So this is my tack cable drive, right? So this is the end of the tack cable that goes into the tachometer. This right here is the tack. So this cable is spinning at whatever drive ratio that we're talking about. If I spin the crankshaft 1 time, that should mean this cable spins either 1/7 of a revolution or 1/4 of a revolution. And so in this video, I spin the tack cable 5 times. So that means that if it makes a full revolution, a bit more than a full revolution, that means we basically know that it's a 4-to-1 gear ratio. But if it makes a fucking, like, not even a full gear ratio, we know that it's a 7-to-1. You know immediately if it's gonna work, at least. Well, it's hard to tell because I should have put a piece of tape so you can tell, but we'll see. I said when I did a full revolution, so we're gonna watch this chat and try to see how many revolutions this little square thing makes. It might be hard to see though. So following. This is the first side that we saw, right? I just made 1 revolution, right? 3. I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. Need some nail polish on it? Yeah, I can't tell. I genuinely can't tell. I have to go back out there and try it again. And, like, put some tape on it or something. I can't tell. Fuck, dude. You know immediately if it's gonna work or not. Well, here's the deal, right? I could just plug the new gauge in whenever it gets here, and if it will either work or it won't. And it's not gonna blow up anything if it doesn't work. So I literally just have to plug it in and try it. Red dot or white paint or something. I don't even know if it matters because I'm literally just gonna take the new gauge, plug the thing in, and see if it runs, see if it works. The only problem with that is that my new gasket that I bought for the engine, the engine alternator cover has a gasket, and I don't know when that's supposed to. It might get here as late as the 30th. It's supposed to get here on the 25th. And so I can't, and the gauges are supposed to get here on the 23rd. So if the gauges get here on the 23rd, I can't test them until the 25th. Because the 25th is when my gasket gets here, and I can't put the fucking bike back together before I put the gasket back on. So basically I have to wait until the gasket gets here, then check the valve clearance, then put everything back together, set the valve clearance, put everything back together, and only then will I be able to... Oh, and put oil back in the bike, because there's no oil in it right now. And then I'll be able to turn it on again and see... And if it runs, like if I turn it on and it runs, basically what I'll do is I'll turn it on with the gauge that it currently has, see what it reads. It should read like 1200 RPM, right? Because it's at idle, right? That's where I have the idle set, okay? And then we're gonna take the cable out, we're gonna put it in the new gauge, and then we're gonna see what that does. If it's like the same, then we know 100% it's a 4-to-1. But if it doesn't move at all, we basically know 100% that it's a 7-to-1. We basically know that for sure. There's like basically two outcomes. There's 3 outcomes. But there's mainly 2 outcomes. The one outcome is everything works perfectly fine, and that we know it's a 4-to-1 gear ratio on the CM400, and then we're gold. The other option is that I turn it on, and the needle doesn't move at all. And that once I rev it to about 3,000 RPM or 4,000 RPM, then it starts to move a little bit. Then we know it is a 7-to-1 gear ratio, and that I need an adapter, which sucks. It's gonna be like $200 to buy the adapter, which I'm not gonna buy anytime soon. But if it reads like 4,000 or 5,000 when I turn it on, then we know somehow Grok was right. And that basically just means Grok was right, and that it is a 7-to-1 gear ratio overdrive, which I just don't think I believe that one. I think that one's the least likely. I think that's the least likely outcome. Can you remember all of this in the near future? What do you mean? I remember everything. What are you talking about? I remember everything, chat. I will remember, chat. I will remember. And we will find the fuck out if this is going to work or not, and I'm super excited to see. I'm super excited. Why can't you remember to do a damn fit check? Because you didn't redeem a fit check, you just asked for the fit check. You gotta redeem it, motherfucker. You can't just be like, fit check, and expect me to do it. That's a request, not a demand, chat. You gotta demand it, and the only way to demand it is by using points. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fit check. Okay. Dance monkey. It actually is kind of cute with it tied up like that in an angle. I'll show you guys at the end of the stream what it looks like with without the hair tie. It doesn't look nearly as good. Remember everything? Well, not everything, but I will remember this cover. I will remember this query, this question as I have pondered so much. Spin? Oh, god damn it, I just sat down, motherfucker. You couldn't have done that, like, 10 seconds ago. Okay. But it was until she's dizzy? What? When did you think that? It's a spin, not spins. Spin as in singular, not plural. I even did too. You even got an extra one. I don't know what you're complaining about. What are you complaining about? He has an exclamation mark. That implies at least 20 times? No, it fucking doesn't! I make the rules here, bitch! You don't make the rules! It's been one spin for like the entirety of my streaming career. What are you talking about? You just started telling me just now, like 4 years after I start my Twitch streaming career, that you're like, actually, I think you need to spin 20 more times per one spin redeem. Hell no, dude! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here, bro. Legally binding? No, it's fucking not. You know what else is legally binding? This dick. No, fuck off. $20 per spin. I'll do $1 per spin. So if you want 20 spins, you're gonna have to pay me $20. Don't legally blind me to that. I would hate that. What, spending $20? You better spend the money, man. You better front that money. Who says Astra makes the rules? I do. It's my stream. Get the fuck out of here. It's my stream. You don't like it? Get the fuck out of here. It's my house. You come to my house. Call me gay. Mountain Dew. I know. I love Mountain Dew. Don't say the C word to her. What the fuck is the C word? Cunt? Gooding Jr.? About time this short motherfucker stand up for herself. I know, right? Been bullied too long. Cash? I mean, PayPal direct donation works the best. Thank you, Peterbilt Amsterdam, for the 29 months. Thanks so much. Where did PayPal, please? Let me show you. If you go... Yeah, if you're on my Twitch page, right? And you scroll down, you can either do it... I think is this the treat stream? Man, I should have really changed this. Okay, it's this one. See this button right here? I mean, I don't really make it obvious. It's this button right here. This is the button to donate, I'm pretty sure. I should probably know this. I should probably know this, chat. Thank you for the follow. Who just followed? Why didn't I see that notification? 13 unread Twitch notifications? Dude, I don't read Twitch notifications. You expect me to read my Twitch notifications? Who reads their Twitch notifications? Speaking of Mountain Dew, have you tried the Dragon Fruit Mountain Dew? I think so? I'm not actually sure. Let's see here. What? Recent events. Thank you, Thank you, shit, never mind. I have to get rid of that stupid red spot. Yeah, but I don't, like, look at my Twitch, like, dashboard that often, to be honest with you, chat. I should change this, though. This, like... this is so outdated. I made this whole thing is supposed to line up. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but like, if you do it just right, see, it's supposed to line up, but it like doesn't quite line up, and so it's not perfect. But yeah, this is the donation button. This is the Amazon wishlist button. That kind of looks cool. This is the Amazon wishlist button. This is the Discord. This is the Twitter or the X. This is the YouTube, and this is the treat stream. But the treat stream doesn't work anymore, so I might get rid of the treat stream because it like straight up doesn't work. But yes, there you go. Yeah, that's correct, I think. Yeah. I figured it out, chat. Expect Astra to read. Might be a few more cute little patriotic dresses on your way to you. Oh, thank you. I do like the patriotic dresses, I do. I like being patriotic, chat. No one reads them. What even are they? They didn't even load. Like it just like spun. It didn't tell me what the notifications were. Like it literally won't show me. It's... Damn. Maybe Breaking Bad items too? I like Breaking Bad, dude. Breaking Bad is so fucking good. Breaking Bad is so fucking good. We noticed? Expect me to read? Holy shit, chat, I'm so fucking tired. I want to take a nap after the stream, man. But, like, I have to eat something, and I don't want to do that. Eating sucks, bro. You ever just get, like, so tired? I know I've complained about this before, but, like, you ever just get so tired of eating? It's like, what? I have to eat? Why? So that I could just have to eat again later? I don't even know what I'm gonna eat tonight, chat. I have some frozen pizza that I might make. I have some chicken in the fridge that I need to dethaw, so I guess I could do that, but... I don't know. Pisses me off. Dude, fuck, dude. I'm like, I don't, I'm probably tired because I am hungry. That's probably the reason. But it's like, fuck, dude. What am I gonna make? I have, like... I do have food, though. That is the one thing. I usually don't have very much food in my house, but right now I do have food. So it's like, I can't, like, say I don't have anything to eat, because I absolutely do. I just don't want to eat. And that's the problem, chat. I could eat like some Dinty Moore beef stew, but... Ah, dude. You know when it's like you're hungry, but literally nothing sounds appetizing? I'm a very petty person. I once went 4 days without eating to prove a point because someone pissed me off. It's hilarious. Everybody needs fuel to survive? Nah, this is my field right here, chat. This is my fuel. Fuck, dude, I have some, like, DiGiorno pizza I could make, I think. But, like, I don't really know. Felt great afterwards, to be honest. Well, because you fasted or because you ate? Dude. And it's also getting hot again. God damn it. That's the words of laziness personified? What do you mean? Because of the fast? Fasting is a good thing that you can do sometimes. It can be, like, good for you. I should go on a fast. Fuck, dude. Holy shit, dude, I could take a nap. It's like the epiness wave has hit, chat. The epiness wave has officially hit. Can we do Napstra? Can we do a Napstra stream? I just like... Finding these 3 main things, proteins, fats, and carbs, without it you waste away. Holy shit, Tommy Retro! Holy fuck, $20! Thank you so much, Tommy Retro.
This works.
It did work. Thanks so much, Tommy Retro. Holy shit, thanks so much. I know you said at the end of the last stream that you wanted to know where to donate. It's always like whenever someone says that, it's always like a curiosity. Like,
this works.
I'm always wondering if they ever come back, but you did. So thank you for coming back, Tommy. Thank you so much, Tommy Retro. And your Astra was a spinner. Nap stream? Where I get my music? Someone's so young, but you have the energy of a 90-year-old. Yeah, I don't know, it's probably my diet. I need to fix my diet. Sloth is a sin, Astra. A sin? Yeah, but like, it's so cozy, you know? it's so cozy. For someone who, yeah, fuck that, I read that. I feel myself like, I feel my brain like slowing down in real time, chat. You ever experience that? Where it's like, I've reached the limit of my energy reserves. See, chat, I'm actively collapsing. I'm actively falling apart, chat. I'm actively falling apart. Dude, it's hot in here again. It was cold, and now it's hot. I don't want to turn on the AC. I don't want to turn on the AC, chat. Sins are just a religion repressing you? I don't think that's true. I feel like it's like saying the laws are just rules that oppress your freedom. You just like, who needs rules at all? It's not the dress's fault. It's not the dress's fault. No, it is not. My fault for not eating. But then it's like, do I want pizza? I could make pizza. Maybe I will make pizza. Maybe that's just what I'll make. Chat, maybe that's just what I'll make. Then if I eat pizza, like if I eat a half a pizza, that's like 900 calories, dude. How many calories are in a half a pizza? Should I go and look? Should I go get it, chat? Since our laws are not the same? No, but they're both like moral guidelines to some extent, aren't they? I don't know, like, some sins I feel like are good not to commit. Like adultery, like, I mean, I guess it's not a law to not, it's not against the law to cheat on your significant other. But you shouldn't do it, right? Like, some of them, I'll admit, are like, well, this is kind of silly, right? Like, I never understood the swearing thing, like, who is, when I say the word fuck, it doesn't hurt anybody. But, like, for the kind are like, oh yeah, you shouldn't murder people, or you shouldn't, like, cheat on your wife. Like, I mean, that makes some sense, I guess. I don't know, like, the swearing one, I don't really get that one. Also, I'm not gonna stop beating my schmeat, alright? That's not happening, I don't care what you call it. But, like, fucking, like, I'm it's like, you're like, Father, I have sinned, I have cheated on my wife, but sins are just oppressing me. And it's like, bro, what? You can't just justify yourself cheating on your wife. Like, that's not, Like religion aside, that's fucked up. Morals are different depending on religion, though. Yeah, but so are sins, aren't they? I mean, what even is a sin, like, specifically? It's just a moral guideline. That's all it is. Or she just said Shmeat with a straight face. Oh, you know what? I did. You're goddamn right. Even in religion's moral is the difference. Yeah, it's because, like, they're kind of the same thing, aren't they? Right? Like, there's 7 sins and 7 virtues. Isn't that just a different way of saying morals? Isn't that what literally a set of morals are? But, like, and different, like, cultures have different morals than other people, like... You know, it's just a cultural difference to some extent, right? I mean, I don't really know. That you said that thing doesn't work anymore, why are you beating it? Well, it doesn't shoot. Like, it shoots blanks. It goes bang, it just doesn't go, it doesn't shoot, you know what I mean? It goes bang, it doesn't, you know. See this, chat? See this? It doesn't do that. It just doesn't do that anymore. I'm actually gonna moisturize my legs here for a second, because my legs are too dry. It's got a cap gun, like, really? It's fucking wild as fuck. This is a person who calls nuggets nuggies? You're goddamn right I call them nuggies. Now that's an oppression. You're telling me I can't call one of my favorite foods by my favorite name for that food? Calling them nuggies. What is? I thought this was a free country. I thought I could call them whatever I want. Call them whatever the fuck I want. You can't do anything about it. Because guess what? We live in America, bitch! Freedom! Can you show us? No. No, I cannot. Still afraid to type that word? Yeah. Alright. I want to see how many calories in that pizza, dude. How many calories? Hold on, chat. Let me be right back. Give me a second. So, this is the pizza I have, by the way. Looks pretty good. 1/5 of the pizza is 360 calories. Chat, can someone do quick math for me, real quick? What is 360 times 5? Wait a minute. I think it is 19. It's 1,800 calories, right? 1,800. Yeah, I did it. I did it in my head. I did it before I turned around. I had 1,800. I did that in my head, chat. Quick maths. So if I eat half of the pizza, it's around 900 calories. If I eat half of it, that's a lot, chat. That's a lot of calories. Nice phone calculator. My phone's right here. I didn't even pick it up. I did that all in here, chat. Because if you do 300 times 5 is 1,500. And then 50 times 5 is 250, right? And then 10 times 5 is 50. If you add 50 plus 250, you get 300. And if you add 300 plus 1,500, you get 1,800. Motherfucker would get the stuffed version? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking shit about me for my choice in pizza? I can't get the stuffed crust? The stuffed crust is like the... Listen, I don't eat the crust because the crust is just bread. when you put cheese in the bread, then I'm gonna eat the crust. That way I can eat the whole fucking pizza and I'm good. What kind of math is that? Well, I mean, it's, I don't know. It's not good math, chat. I was homeschooled, remember. What I mean, motherfucker. No, I don't know what you mean! Do I do math weird, chat? Is that not the normal way to do math? Yeah, I am homeschooled. Explains so much? What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean that explains so much? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Astra likes getting stuff. Very true. Chat playing Astra? Oh, it's a day ending in Y. You guys are bullies, man. It's so fucked up, dude. Just take a number and fucking multiply it by 5 different numbers to get the answer. Wait, just take the fucking number, multiply it, not 5 different numbers to get the answer? Well, how are you gonna keep track of it? I mean, it's easier to break it down, right? Like, it's easier to take, like... Because off the top of my head, I can't tell you what 360 times 5 is. But I can tell you what 300 times 5 is off the top of my head. And I can tell you what 50 times 5 is off the top of my head. And I can tell you what 10 times 5 is off the top of my head. Right? Like, I can tell you all of those things off the top of my head. And then you just add those numbers together and you get your answer. It's not complicated, chat. It's just, like, breaking it down so that it's easier to think about, right? Because it's, like, 15... Obviously, 5 times 300 is 1500, because 5 times 3 is 15. And you add 2 zeros after that, you get 1500, right? So it's 1500. Then you take 50 times 2, or 50 times 5, right? Which is not... If you take 100 times 5, it's 500. And so since 50 is half of 100... 50 times 5 is 250. It has to, because 250 is half of 500, right? And since we know 100 times 5 is 500, we know, and we know 50 is half of 100, then we know that the answer of 5 times 50 is 250. And if we know that, and we know that 5 times 10 is 50, then all we have to do is add these things together. 50 plus 250 is 300, plus 1500 is 1800. Easy, chat. It's so much more complicated? How is that more complicated? It's so much more complicated. What are you fucking talking about? It's actually a good way of multiplying large numbers. It's like I don't know how you would multiply large numbers. That's the way I always do, like, large numbers. Is you separate, like, you take it and you take the, like, odd numbers, like the end bits, and you just shove them to the side and you multiply those individually. And then you multiply the big number by, like, some easy to understand number, and then you just add the rest. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, like, 563 times 10, like, 9. You know, 500 times... I don't know what 563 times 9 is, but I know what 5 times 9 is, right? It's fucking 45. And so if you have 45, and if it's 563 times 9, right? So if you have 45, that says 4,500, right? It's 4,500. If you multiply 9 times 500, it's 45,000, right? Yeah. 4,500. 45,000. It's 45,000 is the answer. It's not 4,500. It's 45,000. Plus, if you then take 63, 63 is a weird number. But if you cut it so that it's 50, and then you have 13, and then you do okay, so if you do 50 times 9, that is 4,500. So if you take 45,000 plus 4,500 plus whatever you get from 9 times 13, which is, what is 9 times 13? It's 20, it's 127, right? It's 127. What is 9 times 3? Because you're just breaking it down to simple multiplication tables. 5 times 9 is 4,500. Yeah. Okay, so 500 times 9 is 4,500. Right? And since the question is, what is 563 times 9? So 5 times 9 is 4,500. 9 times 50 is 450. So 450 plus 4,500 is 4,950. So so right now we're at 4,950, right? Keep that logged away, right? And then 9 times 10 is 90. 9 plus, so you add 90 to 4,950, which is fucking 90 plus, okay, 99 plus 5 is fucking 14, so it's 140. So if you add that to the thing, it's 5,000 5,400. Fuck, I don't know. I got lost, chat. You guys are tripping me up. You're remember paper. Well, hold on. No, hold on, chat. Wait a minute. 40. Okay, no, it is. It's 5,040, right? It's 5,040, not 5,400. So 5,040 plus 27 is 5,077, right? 5,077? I think I may have made a mistake there. Is it 5,077? You take your shoes off? I'm not wearing shoes, chat. Like, do you want to do 5 or 6 equations to get the one answer? Because you cannot tell me off the top of your head what 563 times 9 is. You can't do that off the top of your head. But hold on, wait, chat, hold on, calculator. Hold on, let me break this down for you, chat. Let me break this question. Hold on, no one answer the question, and I will redo this in front of you guys so you can see my logic and see how my homeschool logic works. Right, chat? Okay. So we are wanting to know what 563 times 9 equals, right? That's the question. So 9 times 500 is 9 times 5 is 45, right? And so we know that 9 times 5 is 45. And so because we're multiplying 500, we just add 2 zeros. So we're at 4,500 when you do 9 times 500. Hold on. 9 times 500 equals 4,500. Okay? Right? Now, 9 times 50 is it's the same thing, except you take a 0 off. So 9 times 50 is 450, right? And so we add 450 to this number to get 4,950, right? That's our new number. But we still have 13 since we took this 550 number and cut off 13 off of these two numbers to get it to be 50, we still have 13 that we need to account for, right? And so we need 13 times 9 plus this number to get our answer. And 13 times 9, I can either just do like 9 times 10, which is 90, plus 3. So if you do the same thing again, you do 9 times 10 equals 90. Right? Because that's easy. Plus 9 times, I think this should be in a bracket though, right? Plus 9 times 3. Which 9 times 3 is 20... Hold on, what is 9 times 3? It's 20... am I, like, stupid? Hold on. Because it's... yeah, it is 27, right? Because it's... 9 plus 18 is 27. It's 27, right? Am I not... It's 27, am I not... Hold on. Hold on. 9 times 3. That's what I need the calculator for, is 9 times 3, chat. Yeah, it is 27. I'm doubting myself. It's 27. So, since this is 27, right? So 90 plus 27 is 117 equals 117 plus 409 4950 490 4950 plus 117 is, and so to do that, we just add, I'm gonna add the 100 to it first, so that we have 500 or 5,000 plus 17. Because I just separated the 17 out and just added 100 to this, which makes it 5,000, 5,050 actually. Plus 17 is 5,067. 5,067. Right? Am I wrong? So now chat, this is all gonna make me look very stupid if I calculate this out on the calculator and it doesn't equal this. If that happens, I'm giving up. I'm gonna end the stream. If this is wrong, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream, chat. Okay. 9 times 563. There's not the right answer. What do you mean there's not the right answer? That is the right answer. It's right there. It's right there. Chat, you seeing this fucking number right here, chat? It says 5,067. What number did I come up with? 5,067. That's how you do big, complicated, weird numbers times other big, complicated, weird numbers, is you divide the equation into multiple different fucking multiplications that are easier than the big one, and then you add them all back together, and then you have the answer. 500 times 9 plus 60 times 9 plus 3 times 9. Is that a bad way of doing it, chat? Is that not how you do it? Am I doing math wrong? You count, if it's wrong, you have to recount with your toes. That is ass backwards? What do you mean it's ass backwards? It's fine? What? What is, you could also do 5,630 minus 563, but that's more that's harder to do in my head. I can separate a problem in my head and keep track of the different problems easier than I can just do one problem that's like weird, that's not normal. Like it's easy because when you can boil it down to like the base multiplication table, it's easy, right? Because like anything is just a multiple of the base multiplication table from like 10 times 1 to 10 is your multiplication table, right? You get A from 1 to 100 with that, and any number you have can be boiled down to multiplying the multiplication table. And then you just have to break each and every section into its own section until it's just multiplying the multiplication table, and then you add it all back up, and you have your answer. The missing numbers go to Cayman's Astronomics. It's very complicated, but as long as you get the right answer. What do you mean that's chat, is that not how it's supposed to be done? Am I terminally homeschooled right now? Am I showing my homeschooledness? Is that not right? God, I left this up off stream. I wasn't supposed to do that. Whoops. Astronomics? No comment? What do you mean no comment? Hooked on astroponics. Is that not right, chat? Is that not how they... Is that Common Core, or is that... Because I know they, like, changed it to some other way of doing it, like, when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, everyone was complaining that they changed the way they were teaching kids how to do math. I literally don't know. I don't know if it's Common Core or not. That's just the way I've always done it. That's literally just like, if I can't look at it on a piece of paper, I can keep track of individual numbers once I break them down, instead of doing one large multiplication. Like, I know the normal way to do it would be like this, right? Like, the actual way to do this is by just going, like, 563 times 9. Which I guess is kind of the same question, isn't it? It's kind of doing the same thing. This is 27. 6 times 9 is... 6 times 9 is fucking 50, it's fucking... What the fuck is 6 times 9? It's fucking 54. 54. I knew that. I knew it was 54. Yeah, I knew that. But you add the 2, because you carry the 2, so it's 54, so it's actually 56. So you add 50 over here, and then you do 6 over here, and then you times 9 times 5, it's 45, plus 5 is 50, which gives us our answer of 5,067, which I guess is easier than doing this, to be fair. But that's only if you have a pen and paper handy, right? Like, that's easy if you have a pen and paper. But I don't have a pen and paper. This is just what I do in my head. Kind of the same thing, if you think about it. That's the proper way. I know that way, that's the proper way. But you can't do that in your head. It's so easy. Common Core is a terrible system that harms people's understanding of math. Well, okay, let me add, is what I just did Common Core? Is my way of doing it Common Core, or do I just have a backwards way of doing things? I was just taught to go right to left on big number and carry the first all the way to the next one. Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is. But in my mind, that doesn't make as much sense, right? See, here's the thing about math, and when I was a kid, this is always like frustrated the fuck out of me, right? Is because like to me, you know, this doesn't make any sense why it works. Like, carrying the 6, like, obviously it does work, but 9 times 6, why do I need to... You don't need to know 9 times 6 to get the right answer by doing this whole thing the way I did it. And it's like, now I have to, like, figure out... So 9 times 6 is 54, right? But then you have to add the 2 here, and there's all these little rules that you have to follow to get the right answer. And those rules don't necessarily make any sense. You're just like, oh, yeah, you just carry the 2 just cause you do. Just cause, right? I hate that kind of thing. You just do it, because that's just the formula. I don't fucking like your formula. I'd rather do it like this, because I understand this. I can easily break this down and logically reconstruct the correct answer. Using logic. And not just being like, well, you carry the 2 because the 2, that's just what you do. And it's like, fuck you, I don't want to carry anything. I'm just gonna break the fucking question down into its base parts until I can multiply it by the multiplication table and then just add it all back together to get the right answer. It's fucking... That, in my mind, I remember specifically when I was like 9 or something. I was having a really hard time getting like fractions or something. I know it was literally like... It was literally fractions. I was having a hard time with fractions, not because I don't understand fractions, but because, like, in order to do fractions, like, on pen and paper... What is this? I don't want a new group, just fucking give me a new tab, goddammit. Alright, if I have 9 divided by 563, right, this is a whole other question, right? And I can kind of do this the same way, right? By just, like, breaking this apart. But, like, the way you obviously do this is, like, you have to fucking... Okay, I can't go 9 into 5, but I can go 9 into 56. I can go into 9 into 56 6 times, which gives me 54. Minus the 2. So there's 2 here, and then... It bring down the 3. 9 can go into 23 3 times, and that's fucking gives you 21... Which gives you 2 here, and that gives you... And then you bring down 20, and then you can go into that twice, which gives you 18. And then that gives you fucking 2 here, and so it's just like, at this point it's just repeating, so it's just 2. It will just keep going on infinity. So the answer to this is 63.2222, right? Like, that's 9 divided by 563 is 63.2. Repeating, right? There we go. proper math. But there's like a whole bunch you just have to know the rules to do that, and that was just like, I hate just like, oh, you just do it that way, because that's the way you do it. There's no logical logical connection between one answer and the other. It's just, you sort of do it. And I remember, like, I did not jive with that kind of just because you just follow the formula and get the right answer. I hate that. Hated that shit as a kid, man. Hated it. It's the same, just backwards. How is it backwards? One question, when did this turn into a school math class? I don't know, man. We're doing, like, middle school math right now. Not even. This is, like, elementary school math. Or we're doing these kind of math problems in, like, elementary. Looks Common Core-y to me. My elementary school math teacher taught it to me as the Trachtenberg method. Is that what I just did? So do I just unintentionally follow the Trachtenberg method? Because that sounds cool. Actually, it's just the Trachtenberg method. Be an odd name for an elderly Jewish man, but who knows? 9 times 3 is 27, by the way. I know that. Did I do that wrong? I did. I did do that wrong. Hold on, chat. I did absolutely do that wrong. You're right. See, this is why I don't like it, because you just, like, accidentally make one mistake, and it just fucking ruins the whole thing. 6 goes in... Alright, you have 23 down here, and that goes in there 2 times, actually, not 3 times. Which is 18, minus that, which is 5, 0, 0. 9 goes into 5 times. Is 45. Which is 5 here again, which is 5 here again, so it's 62.5. Cheating. That's the actual answer. See, chat, I listen, I know how to do maths. I'm big smart, big brain femboy. I bet you don't know any femboys as smart as me, huh? Bet you don't even know how smart I am, femboy. It's an old method that was popularized after World War II. And that's what I do? Michelle Trachtenberg? Is that what I do, or do I... What do you call my method? Smarty pants. Isn't Maddie an engineer? That's true, fuck. Should send that clip of me doing that math to Maddie and see what Maddie says. Someone send that clip to Maddie. Be like, what do you think of this math problem? Ask Maddie to multiply 9 times 63 and then to show her work. Maddie's head would explode. I want to know. I actually want to know. Is Maddie streaming right now? Maddie's girlfriend is streaming. But not Maddie. Do you think if I go into Blossom's stream and then I ask for Maddie, if I'll get it? If I'll get that, I'll get Maddie. I genuinely want to see how Maddie would react to that shit, dude. Smarty pants. Definitely not Finn. You think Finn could do math like that? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Finn could do math like that, man. Oh, hi, fuck. Hello. Is the stream over already? I need to find another job. Wait, what? The stream's over? Isn't Blondie super smart too? I don't know, what does Blondie do? Can you show this to Maddie and see how mad she gets? Exactly, that's what I want to do. Do you think if I go into Blossom's stream and I ask that, do you think I can get a response? Should I go into Blossom's stream and ask it? Fuck, dude. Blondie's an Asian, of course she's good at math. That's fucking racist. Nothing terrible would happen? On.
I love you.
That we are.
Ow.
Wait, is this the right channel? Am I wrong about this? It's Blossom BBG, right? That's Maddie's girlfriend, right? Is that right? Yeah? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Alright, I asked. Let's see what she says. See what she says. See what she says. Dude, she's getting Maddie. We're doing it. We're doing it, chat. I'm getting the answers. I'm getting the answers. We're getting the answers, chat.
563 times 9.
I do, yeah.
I'm almost ready. I'm joining. Finally. Yes.
I need to know. I need to know.
Let me hit yay. What's happening?
There's like so much happening on this stream that I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Hit yay. Why is this taking up my entire screen?
Chat, we're getting it, chat.
I think it broke for me.
Yeah,
I'm in the
I had
lobby.
to try
It's a demo,
play.
I'm not surprised.
open the game first and then join the game.
Oh, okay. You can. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes.
Forgot to say no calculators.
Hit the
You just
yay
need to
button,
know.
It just was taking up my.
No calculators? Yeah, I gave her a pen and paper.
I've
She's
had
doing
it
the math.
for-
We're trying to figure out if I do math weird or not.
My girlfriend doing math. Math.
This is peak content, chat. This is what you came here for. This is what we're coming for.
Already in here.
Run there.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
gonna be the
sorry.
girl. No, I don't want to be the girl.
Blossom just ignoring me and things.
We're figuring this fucking shit out.
I mean, other than my girlfriend. I think Izu.
I have to keep like waiting to see if she comes on. It's hard to like listen to this and talk at the same time.
I'm not even linking, I'm just my computers.
The computer being stinky.
I'm still waiting for the answer.
This game I used to play the whole
Yeah.
thing with my little
I'm still waiting.
actually.
Astra, how would you see her work unless she messages you?
Like-
Zero's age.
I don't know.
Vecna.
That's for her to figure out, not me.
Hmm.
It's for her to figure out.
Turn on my redeems. I'm actually ready to go. That's...
Just give up on stream.
No.
No, 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 don't give up on stream. I'm doing that at the end of this year, so you can't.
Wait, what?
I'll join you.
Alright.
When are you gonna stop streaming?
I wrote
No,
this. This is our
no.
math right here. You know.
Alright, we're getting it. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Fucker, look
Do you see it on the hand camera?
on the hidden cam. Oh shit.
When's Thorny gonna
I see it. I see it.
I'm not...
I want to get
Probably.
weak. I gotta call it out weak maths. Didn't do it the way I did.
You know, I don't know. You know?
Oh.
Weak maths.
Most like
Weak maths.
Weak maths didn't do it
We
the
used
way.
to come.
Take a
Most
break.
likely.
I probably do it the same way.
I gotta like, I want to show Maddie my process, see what Maddie thinks.
Take a break. Give me one.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, if you,
It's not streaming.
I don't know how to show Maddie though, if Maddie's not on stream. She did it the correct way?
Take a break in general.
Yeah, but that's boring. That's the boring way.
Yeah.
The youngin knows math.
That's the boring way. I don't know how do I show my work to Maddie? How do I like give how do I show this to her?
I was right. I was right. I was right.
Yeah, Astra.
I was right. I was right. I was right.
She just wanted to know if you did it differently. Because apparently. Alright. Is there a way I can like.
I could just DM it to Maddie. I guess I could just
Yeah,
DM
you
it.
did it wrong. No. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Just trust the process. Nah. I always right. Isn't that right, Luna? Yeah. Stinky butt.
Rest the process.
Okay, so
Give
it's
me my
just
idea.
us
Okay.
or the guy.
Alright, now I gotta find Maddie in my Discord.
Okay.
I'm frying chicken right now, so I'm like in
Oops,
between.
I
this
just left.
and
Can Tony add me back?
Hold on.
I'm ready.
Hold
I
on.
actually low-key face to say, but I don't need
Wait, you
any
are the
math
ready
for
one.
my job.
Maddie.
Like, no, literally zero.
There we go.
I never use math.
I did a dumb and clicked B.
Not even once.
So.
Why did it not copy that? Motherfucker.
I don't know what it is. Not
I think the most
answer.
math
We're
I
just
ever
playing- we're
use
just
is I might
tagging
have to
along.
half something. Or like divide something into 3. That's it. Like, other than that, no, we don't use any math.
You guys, I know I'm playing the demo. Why are you telling me this again?
Alright, we're about to get a reaction.
Oh
I
crap!
didn't relaunch it.
Get my title
that's so
update at
true.
least.
Oh, let me. I Hey, gotta it keeps knock kicking me out of in the by line. Thorn. Or no, never mind.
We're about to see what a real engineer thinks of my math chat.
This
You got
lobby's
kicked.
so weird.
You got kicked. You got kicked.
Real paid Astra expert. Astra, you were wrong.
Got kicked?
I don't
Wait,
know.
I'm the
Actually,
only one
I
in the
don't
game.
know
What the
anymore.
heck?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Poor
anything
Blossom.
anymore.
I'm just using Blossom to get to Maddie.
Shoves me out of the lobby menu.
Poor
So
Blossom.
much of a nerd. Don't be a nerd. Don't be a nerd.
Yeah,
It's gonna be okay.
Maddie, check your Discord.
Chat, Tony.
How
Did you
I
hear
know
that
I'm
Maddie is always right? Nah, Maddie's never right.
Use the arrow key?
Maddie's never right.
Oh, are you on keyboard too? Yeah, you have to rebind it.
Welcome back, Alex.
Oh, this is heresy. I'm not. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
I just want to know what Maddie has to say. I'm just rooting relationships. I'm building relationships. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm building relationships, chat. He said, "What the fuck is that shit? Too much maps." That's proper maps. Alright, alright. I think we've come to the conclusion here, chat, that I am correct, and I am the queen of math. I'm the best, the most math smart femboy there is. I'm the best femboy at math. I think that's what we've come to the conclusion here. I think that's what we've decided here. Boomer math? That's not boomer math. That's proper maths. Might be the Trumpest of math? What does that even mean? Building by relationships by seeing which femboy is smarter. Obviously it's me. Obviously. As she uses the distributive principle, that's absolutely fine. Is that what it's called? Is that just what it's called? The distributive principle? That's just the way I've always done it. I feel like no one taught me to do it that way. That's just the way I figured it out for myself. You don't have to be smart to act smart. See, that's the real ball knowledge right there. You don't actually need to know anything. You just have to act smart. I can't wait until like Maddie streams next and I could ask her exactly what she thought if she saw that. Fuck, dude. Is one way to drive views to this stream? That's true, yeah. Make it until you make it. Maybe I'll just raid them after the stream, actually. That is the issue with a lot of political advisors these days. Wait, what? How did we talk? Wait, how did we get to politics? What? Shut the fuck up about politics. We're not talking about politics here. We're talking about math and why I'm the smarter femboy. Okay, that's really what's important here. Girl said, what the fuck, she was born in the 1600s? What do you mean? What do you, there's nothing, listen, I have the correct way of doing it, chat. It was yesterday. Yeah, we're not talking about Cuba today, we're talking about math. We're talking about maths here, alright? We're talking about femboy maths. You can tell this motherfucker grew up watching PBS Kids. You know what? I did grow up watching PBS Kids, motherfucker. Fucking Sesame Street was legit. Sesame Street in the early 2000s was legit. You're not even gonna tell me it wasn't, because it was. You guys watch Barney? You guys ever watch fucking Barney, bro? That shit is a fever dream. I remember I used to like go hard on Barney, dude. Brody. Brody. Listen, man, you guys are just hating because you know I'm smart. You know I'm the smartest femboy there is. You know I'm the smartest femboy out there, man. You know there's no other femboys that can claim to be as smart as me. Take a look into the book. Between the lines. Dude, I fucking found Between the Lines again like a couple of months ago, and it was like one of those gut punches of like nostalgia. I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot about that show. Smart is relative. I guess that's fair. The Book of Virtues. Dude, I watched VeggieTales again a little bit ago. VeggieTales goes hard, dude. If I had a kid, I would show them VeggieTales. VeggieTales goes so hard. Oh, where's my hairbrush? To be fair, there wasn't a high bar from the other femboys. You know what? I think that you can't discount my competitor. Maddie is an engineer after all. Fucking Batman VeggieTales. There's that. What was that one song that's just like, I want my cheeseburger. The one guy going to the drive-thru and trying to get a cheeseburger. Yeah, what a classic. What a banger. What a fucking banger, dude. What a fucking banger. Alright, chat. Well, I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'm gonna go make some food. She has tubes and guns. This is true. I do have tubes and guns. This is very true. Should I raid Blossom? Because did I raid Blossom, chat? Because I used them as a conduit. For Blossom. Alright, we'll raid Blossom. There we go. Alright, start raid. Anyway, chat, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody for hanging out. I will probably be live again tomorrow, but we'll see. I might not, but I will let you guys know if I'm not. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys later. Goodbye!